Hello everyone, SlowMotionAtomicBomb here again with another video. Today we're playing some PICO-8 games, starting with ORUL. It's a platformer. You can see that there are two characters, one on the top, one on the bottom. You control both of these characters. That's right. X to jump, there we go. So you see we jump over this rock at the same time. But as the game goes on, look. I need to jump the guy underneath in order to jump the guy on the top. What an interesting, quirky little platform idea this is. This reminds me of... oh no! Reminds me of things like V. What was that platformer where you had to reverse time? Remember that one? I remember Limbo being very good. Was it called Chronology? I don't remember. Where do I go now? Oh, this guy drops down here and jumps up here. And they meet in the middle. Fantastic. So here I want to get on... What do I want to do? I guess I want to go to this side and then jump up so that the black guy at the top can reach this little platform and they can both jump out. Very, very quirky. Cute little idea. How on earth do I get across here? Is there any way for me to get across here? Can they... No. He always has to jump. The tan guy at the bottom has always got to jump on a platform. I see. Is this platform going to appear in the next level, do you reckon? I think it probably will. I don't know why I did this first time and now I'm struggling with it. Oh, it's at the top. Are they taking turns? Bloody hell. I don't know what's happening there. Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, it's messing with my mind. So the first two I've got to jump on the bottom and the rest I've got to jump on the top. This is so good. This is absolutely brilliant. The PICO-8 game, PICO-8 if you don't know it, is an imagined console. It's a console that doesn't really exist. Is this easier than I'm making it look? It might be. I need to look at the... I need to... Oh, what am I doing? Oh, he can't move sideways because he's getting blocked by the guy on the bottom, right? There we go. Brute forced my way through it. PICO-8's a fantasy console. It doesn't really exist. But it's a what if of like a... What did I do wrong there? Oh, every time I jump... the platforms disappear or reappear. Oh no! I got the timing wrong. Right. I think I get it. One of the really great things about the PICO-8 is that it allows fools to learn coding. People like myself can code games. Not very good. Not very good games. But I've certainly coded games. Sort of. they're not really games. They're more like tech demos. What do I do here? What's really great about the PICO-8 as well is that... Oh, I see. Now you get the timing right on the bottom layer. No, I don't. What do I do? There you go, that's how you do it. It limits... PICO-8 limits what you can do in terms of the graphics. Everything's quite limited. Everything's in quite a small space. Oh, that was quite easy. Oh, did I win? I think I won. 12 fails in 333 seconds. There you go. That was very good, wasn't it? Alright, I just quickly want to make mention of the fact that the next part of this video is being recorded about 2 months after the ORUL section. So if I start repeating myself at any point, I do apologise. It's just that I have a very short-term memory. Thank you. Okay, and now we're moving on to Pico Karts. This is a pseudo 3D racing game. Here we go. Bit slow to start there. I wasn't quite paying attention. This is, as noted, a pseudo 3D racing game, kind of like Outrun, or I guess some people would think of Hang On, where it's you need to get to the... It's not strictly a race against other players or NPCs. It's more of a get to the finish line before the time runs out. I've also, you see there, I've got a turbo meter in the top right corner. When that gets full, I can blast out a boost of speed. Kind of want to save that for a straight though. Like there. Nice. Very good. So there's 3 courses here. Easy, medium and hard. This kind of... oh god, am I not going to make it? Just 63.5. I think I could do better than that. But we're moving on to medium mode. I think there is a brake key, but I don't know. Presumably that'll be more relevant in medium and hard. There might not be as many straights. Yeah. Could have used it there, shouldn't I? Yeah, this is... I'm honestly blown away by what people are able to make with the sort of limitations of PICO-8. You don't know the PICO-8. Oh, bloody hell. Messed this up. PICO-8 is described as a fantasy console. It doesn't exist, but it's a retro-styled throwback. It's essentially an emulator of a console that doesn't exist. That is kind of easy to program for, even if you're not programmably inclined. I've had a go of programming for it, and I can do basic things with it. You know, someone with no programming experience. I've really messed this up, by the way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hit that turbo, hit that turbo. I've used my turbos at the wrong time. I was actually quite close to the finish line there, never mind. But yes, this was... this is described as an attempt to produce a pseudo 3D scrolling road, and they've done a brilliant job with it. There's a limited colour palette with PICO-8. You only get, I think, 16 colours. I'm going to have to get used to braking, I think, because I think that might be killing my momentum. Like, just crashing. But this definitely harkens back to those sort of like old arcade races. Like Outrun and Hang On. And also, it reminds me of things that I played on like the Atari ST, like Supercycle, which, from what I gather, was better on the Amiga, like a lot of things were. But it's mad, because this is like, it's a new game. It was made... Was it made this year? Released this year? But it's just got that nostalgic charm to it, which I think a lot of PICO-8 games have. I've done a video on a PICO-8 game before, High Stakes. I did a few weeks ago, and it was a vampire card game that I really enjoyed. And I really enjoy this as well. This is good, but I'm also not gonna finish because I'm terrible. Come on! Didn't even see the finish line. I had another go of easy mode and I got my time to under 60 seconds, so that's pretty good. I think I still need to get the hang of using... It's always been my problem in racing games, is using the brakes. I've always sort of struggled with it a little bit. I'll tell you what, I'll give medium another go. I do like this game a lot. Like I say, it's got the sort of nostalgic qualities to it, despite being like a new game. And as I was saying, like with PICO-8, it's... most of the cartridges, most of the ROMs, the absolute vast majority are available for free. And it sits very nicely on your Raspberry Pi or your handheld. The files, because of the limitations, the file sizes are very small. But what's great about the limitations is that it encourages creativity, where people can make something like this. That you'd think, how is this possible without a huge depth of programming knowledge and without more... But I'm struggling to think of what to say, because I'm trying to keep my eye on this turbo bar whilst trying to use the brakes. I've messed this up again. Bloody hell. Terrible. Really exposing what an awful gamer I am. Horrendous. Well, I didn't even see the finish line that time. Rubbish. Next. Alright, as you can see, this is Matchy Matchy. It's a animal-based puzzle game, and what you have to do is match the animals to get high scores. So the way it works is, you see that there's a frog here and a frog here. They're in line with each other, so if I choose this square in between, they will meet in the middle. So for example, this dog here and this dog here, they're not in line, but they're in a sort of upside down L shape and will meet. So that's how Matchy Matchy works. And what you want really are combos. Can't see any particularly. Oh, there's one here. This pig at the top, this pig at the bottom, and this pig at the side. I can get a 3 score there, but then I'll have 1 pig left. So you want... I want to try and clear the board, I think. Oops. Oh, there's level 1 clear. Oh, look at all of these dogs here. Huge scores. These frogs get these pigs. But the problem now is, do I have enough animals left? No, I don't, because how am I going to get these foxes? Oh, what can I do here? Chickens, dogs, what's left? Pigs, piglingtons. That frees up these birds, and I'm left with a dog and a fox. So I mean, it's as simple as this. There's a time attack mode. I suppose I could show you that. Finish off this level. Look, they've added cats. But not thunder cats, which are my favourite kind of cats. Or battle cat. I like battle cat a lot. Get rid of this cat. Get rid of these birds. Now what? Now what? Now what? These birds. Pigs. cats, frogs, pigs, foxes, chickens, and I'm left with one cat. There you go. I think you get more points. Let me just check. Yeah, I think you get more points for like multiples. So I guess it doesn't matter if you have animals left over. As long as you clear the board, think to as many moves as you can. I guess that works. Pigs, foxes, dogs. And so you get the idea. You get the idea. So this is now time attack, I believe. Is it time attack? Doesn't seem to be any kind of timer. Oh yes, there is. There's there's a bar at the bottom, and all of a sudden I feel so much pressure. Oh, I don't like it. Oh no. Oh, they put an extra frog in for me. That was nice. Is that because I was doing so well? Oh, come on. Leveled up, somehow. I'm not sure how. Ooh. 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 Oh, I don't want... Oh, I guess it puts an extra one in every time you, every time you mess up. Oh, that should have worked, though. I got... Oh, maybe... Is it adding the new... Oh, I see. It's adding a new animal every time the timer runs out. Bloody hell, this is tough. You get an idea of what PICO-8 can do as far as, you know, platformers, racing games, puzzlers, card games. A nifty little piece of software. I really like it. Oh, I don't know what to do now. Pigs, chickens. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough with the timer on. Oh, it's infuriating. Am I ever gonna do it? Am I ever gonna manage it? Probably not. Pigs. God. Done it. I done it. I don't think I can take any more of this. I don't think I can take any more of this. I guess when the board gets like completely filled, I won't be able to make any moves. I would guess. Look, I said I wasn't going to do any more, and I've got suckered into playing another game. One of the things, PICO-8's got so many, like, little games that are just, oh, do you know what, I'll just have one more go, It's also the, if you're not familiar, it's the platform which the original version of Celeste was made on. You know, the indie platformer, Celeste. Very good. Oh, very good. I'm running out of patience now. I've started, but I'm sick of it. Oh, I'm gonna try and fill this up and see. Once it's full, does it end it, or does it just leave that space? Yeah, it ends it. There you go. That was some PICO-8 then. Nifty. I like it. Very good. Don't forget to check out the previous PICO-8 video I did on High Stakes, the card game. In the meantime, if you like that video, please consider subscribing to the channel, following the channel that is, liking the video, maybe leaving a little comment, all that stuff that helps the algorithm in the murky, murky world of YouTube. And we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.